what works for one patient doesn't always work for the other patient. Individualized care is so important. Not only do we structure our advice and the exercises and stretches to the patient in front of me, we make sure that it's customizable and it's fluid and flexible, because life throws so many things at us and we constantly have to adapt. When you think you gotta figure it out, something else comes up and then you gotta change it up again. So to have something so regimented for your program sometimes just doesn't work. If you're the type of person who needs something really regimented and like you need to know exactly how many reps, what exercises to do on which day, kind of like more of that type A, like very structured workout, then that's awesome. That works for you and that's individualized for you, right? But I can tell you right now, a lot of my patients can't and don't do well in that type of structure because they have families, they have little toddlers that they need to take care of. They're busy professionals, so they're working long hours. So sometimes they might be so exhausted by the time they get home and they won't have time to do a full like hour workout. But who says we need to work out an hour? Sometimes it can be broken up into smaller pieces. We can do a smaller workout and still get really great benefits. What honestly works the best for my patients and gets them results in rehab is when we start tailoring their workouts and their lifestyle habit changes into their life. So if they tell me they've got 2 kiddos running around, they have a long day at the desk, then I'll show them some exercises at the desk. I'll show them ways that they can sprinkle it in throughout their day and how they can be active with their toddlers as well and get them kind of into physical activity and movement while they can also kind of sneak that in. It's more when we live that sedentary lifestyle and we think it has to be for 1 hour, and if it's not that 1 hour, then I guess I won't do it. I guess I'll just watch some Netflix. And that's when we start getting into habits and systems where it is detrimental to our health and wellness. The small, consistent steps of creating a healthy, balanced meal and getting some cardio and some weightlifting in and getting just movement in general in are going to be the keys to finding a healthy, balanced lifestyle. I am a physical therapist and I know how to structure and program rehab and lifting and things like that for my patients. However, I'll tell you right now, I'm so busy running my own business and being a PT and also like staying close with my family and friends and hanging out, doing those things that I can't always fit in a workout. And when I have time, I just sprinkle in movements. Sometimes I'll do 20-minute workouts. Sometimes I'm just walking my dog. And you know what? It counts. As long as I'm moving my body that day, I count it. I feel like people put so much pressure on themselves to do long workouts that if they can't get that long workout in, they think that they're a failure and they didn't work out and they're not going to get this certain body and all this stuff, and then they start feeling guilty about getting movement in and working out, and then it just creates this really vicious cycle. And I want to teach people that you can simplify health and you can make it fun again.